Hi, everybody. This is Chaya Parkoff, licensed clinical social worker and educator for the Jewish experience. Oh, ladies, we are entering the week of Hanukkah. Thursday night begins this incredible holiday where miracles are revealed. And this week's Parsha is Vayeshev, and I heard a beautiful, beautiful idea many, many years ago from Rabbi Benzi Epstein in Dallas, Texas. And I want to share it with you, and it relates to this week's Parsha, and it also, I think, gives a message for us for Hanukkah, especially during these just challenging times for the Jewish people, both in Israel and, as they say, in the diaspora. So in this week's Parsha, a lot of different things happen, but one of the things that happens is Yosef gets put in a pit by his brothers and then gets sold to the Ishmaelites and then gets brought down to Egypt. And then Potiphar's wife tries to seduce Yosef, and then he doesn't want to engage with her, and then she has him put in jail. And then he will be removed from jail. He will eventually get out of jail. So when he first gets put in the pit by his brothers, it's called a bore. That's the language that the Torah uses, bore. And then when he gets put in prison, which is a pit, it's called a Beit Hatzoar. But when he is freed, after he tells the dreams, he's able to interpret Pharaoh's dreams, and he gets removed from jail, it's again called a bore. So when he got put in the pit by his brothers, it was called a bore. When he got put in prison by by Potiphar's husband, but by Potiphar, because of what his wife accused Yosef of, he was put in prison. They called it a Beit Hatzoar, which is the word for prison, was a pit, right? He was down in like a dungeon in a pit. But when he gets released, they call it a bore. So when he got put in prison, it was a Beit Hatzoar. When he got taken out of prison, it was called a bore. The same word that was used way back when he was put in the pit by his brothers. And then Yosef rises to second in command in Egypt. And he realizes that the bore that his brothers put him in was connected. The story was connected all the way to the bore that he was released from and brought second in command. He was released because he was able to interpret Pharaoh's dreams. And the idea here is that while he was put in the pit by his brothers and then put in jail in Egypt, it seemed like his life was doomed and nothing good can come of it. But that very bore, that very word that was used to put him in the pit by his brothers, is the very same word that the Torah uses when he's freed from prison and made second in command, and then able to eventually have the people eventually be free. And so in this time, when things look so dark, and it just feels, I can only speak being in America, it feels at times so scary to know that this is part of a very big story. It's not over. We are part of a story unfolding, the unfolding of the story of the Jewish people being a light to the nations. And right now we're in the middle of the story. We're in the middle of the story, and we don't know where it's going. But we know as Jews, and this holiday of Hanukkah shows us that miracles can come from just a speck of oil when you least expect it. And so as we move into the light of Hanukkah, may we all be a light to our families, to ourselves, to our families, to our communities, to the Jewish people, and to the world. And know that when things look dark, the story's not over. Have a wonderful week. Have a beautiful Hanukkah. And I can't wait. My daughter's expecting a baby on Hanukkah, and God willing, please God, I should be able to give you good news soon.